I'm DM Wisdom.
I'm DM Zoth.
Today on Agronax Studios, we're going to take a look at the game I'm developing called Deathlord.
Let's get to it.
Alright, here we go. Deathlord, Tome of Death.
Alright, I see what you're doing here. It's kind of got that satanic panic influence here.
Yep, this name actually came from an old band that my son and I actually created years ago. I figured I'd just bring this over. I've always tried to meld music and role-playing, anything creative together whenever I could.
Alright, nice. So, the book is called Tome of Death. What's going to be in it?
Well, this will be everything from character creation all the way to DM advice, monsters, treasures, everything will be included in this book.
Nice. Really like that idea of just stuffing it all in one place. You don't have to have 13 books just to get started.
Yep, like some places do. Anyways, I'm only going to be talking about the first portion here. Even though this has been in development for many, many years, I'm not as far as I would like to be. Even though I've developed a bunch of different role-playing game systems, yeah, I'm just not as far as I need to be.
Alright, so when do you expect it to come out?
Definitely not next week. Maybe not even next year. Who knows? With the OGL and Wizards of the Coast and all this crap that's going on, this could be coming out sooner than I thought. Really, I just need the bare bones, as it will probably be a document that's living and being updated constantly.
Okay, cool. Let's get into it.
Alright, so this is the proposed cover right here. Deathlord as the main graphic here, and Tome of Death. This is where all the credits are going to go, and I thought it was appropriate to put this quote from the first edition Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Dungeon Master's Guide. You want to read it?
It is the spirit of the game, not the letter of the rules, which is important. Never hold to the letter written, nor allow some barracks room lawyer to force quotations from the rulebook upon you, if it goes against the obvious intent of the game. As you hew the line with respect to conformity to major systems and uniformity of play in general, also be certain that the game is mastered by you and not by your players. You are the creator and final arbiter.
This is the flavor. Here's Deathlords. I really liked and am inspired by Mörk Borg and their wonderful layout of their book and what they have. Some people hate it and don't speak highly of it. I can't get enough of that sort of artsy vibe. And I wanted to emulate that here within this game.
What's all this text here?
Well, it's flavor text to kind of give an idea of where we're going, kind of. This may stay, it may not. But this is what it says.
The land is ancient. The soil is smothered in darkness, decay, and death. The evil of the forests spill over civilized lands, and wickedness awaits, gazing and brooding.
Over here on the right-hand side, in runes, it says ancestors up there. And it reads, your ancestors have become the soil. The blood has become its moisture. They slumber patiently. Their flesh has nourished the soil and every crawling thing. O lords of death, plot your revenge as you lie within the medicinal earth. Soon you will have reprisal. Soon you will embrace voluptuous vengeance. Your descendants are weak and fat. They are bastards of bitches and bitches of bastards. Die. Die. Die.
Wow. It's pretty dramatic. Tell me why you, forgot the A in Death Lords.
Well, it harkens to heavy metal. Megadeth, who dropped the A in Death, and also Death Clock, a wonderful band, as well as Metalocalypse, the show. So Death, D-E-T-H instead of D-E-A-T-H.
So you're just not stupid, you're trying to be creative and artsy.
Yeah, I guess so. Fucking dick.
Yep, that's me. I'm the dick.
We did a poll recently about what we should call the Game Master position. I had Doom Master as well as Doomsayer. I've also thought of Death Lord, even Overlord. Let me know in the comments what you think, but Doomsayer here, this is what we're going with. That's what's in the text right now. You are the master of the game, arbiter of worlds, keeper of the rules, your word is law. The Doomsayer is the behind-the-screen goddess or god. The players do what the Doomsayer says. The players will pray to the powers that the Doomsayer gives them merciful odds to beat with their pitiful rolls. On the other side, Death Lords, you want to read it?
Sure. Death Lords, sometimes called murder hobos, are the characters controlled by the players. They're the ones that will go on quests, slay dragons, chuck goblins off cliffs, burn churches, and loot bodies of silver and precious gems. They sleep with strumpets, drink mead, and kill kobolds. Or, for the more astute, they study the black arts and or make sacrifices to gods of all kinds. All hail the Death Lords.
Next page. Alright, so this is probably as far as I want to get on this opening video. Kind of just to whet your appetite for those of you that are watching. This is the character summoning rite. Go ahead and read it.
Number 1, generate your ability scores. Number 2, choose your character's race and make the necessary racial adjustments to your ability scores as indicated. 3, choose a role and make more adjustments. 4, give your character a profile, sex, age, weight, height, etc. Also, a brief physical description. 5, equip your character. Roll for your gold and buy your equipment or start with a kit. 6, develop character connections between the other characters, the gods, the ancestors, and the land spirits.
The core abilities. This might be something that makes things a little bit different. We're not trying to do a retro clone. We're trying to take the great stuff of D&D in the past, and really this is my homebrew tweaks. So here they are. Strength. This has to do with how strong you are. Lift objects, swing a sword, grapple a creature. Dexterity, how agile and nimble you are. Shoot a bow, pickpocket, pick locks, balance. Fortitude. This is really in place of constitution. This is how healthy you are. Your ability to reject poison, resist charm, or recover. Your wits, how smart you are. Recall lore, investigate, knowledge of, fill in the blank, cast a wizard spell if you are a wizard. Next is perception. Now this is something that has come up so much. With D&D 5e, perception is under the wisdom ability.
Right. And, I believe in Torg, didn't Torg role-playing the Possibility Wars, had perception as an ability?
That's true. It was perception, and they had toughness and also spirit. And I've used spirit as a homebrew before, but I really think that perception really lands on something. We use it a lot. If you played 5e, you've used perception a ton. It's how aware you are, your ability to observe your surroundings. We put in piloting ship, stealth, as well as, instead of being dexterity, it's actually in your perception. So it's your ability to hear what you're doing and make sure that you're quiet by doing so. And I think if you tripped while being stealthful, you would probably want to make a dexterity check.
What about, like riding an animal? I see pilot ship. What about, like riding on horseback?
I think that would go under perception as well. This is not really going to have skills. These have general skills that are associated with the abilities, but we're getting rid of that whole skill-based system here. I may go back to it, but for right now, this is my current homebrew.
What's the last one?
The last one is Essence. This is how influential you are. You can cast a witch spell with this. Your ability to intimidate, perform, persuade.
So it's charisma.
Yeah, but I never really liked charisma. Charisma is just, I don't know. It just never really fit. And I think essence fits. Like when the Skeksis in the Dark Crystal were stealing the essence out of the podlings, and they would use that. There's something to be said about this word, that this is the encompassment of your spirit, your personality, who you are is your essence. And I think spell-wise, we might be able to steal someone's essence with a spell and really cause some damage.
Yeah, okay, I see where you're going with that. That kind of makes a lot of sense. Cool.
This is chart 666 over here on the right.
That's funny. Roll 3d6 and the chart is number 666. Okay.
All right, so it says draw a magic circle or pentagram on some pulverized tree pulp. For better effect, use your own blood to draw the symbol. Next, roll 3d6 6 times. Add up the 3 dice and then consult chart number 666. Do this 6 times, once for each ability score. If you don't like the results, then be sure to shame the dice that rolled such shitty results. Insult it and spit on it. Next, put it into dice jail and then execute it by melting them down with fire after a few days. This is not the time to have weak dice.
Oh, man. You're right, yeah. Melt those friggin' plastic pieces of crap down. Get rid of them.
Yeah, just sacrifice them to the dice gods. If you would like to follow what we're doing with Deathlord, I'm going to be posting periodically here on YouTube and also posting things on my Patreon. So go check that out.
All right, everyone. Thanks for taking a look.
Later.
All right, do this and do that and do this and do that. And watch this video.